Yo guys, what's up? It is your boy Hotshot Gaming here, and today is a bit of a different Gran Turismo video. Now, I joined this wonderful streamer. He does streaming on Twitch, and he does basically Gran Turismo races, all different kind of races. But the one that he mainly does, if I've got this right, is the I think it's the B&D Builder series, which is pretty good. So basically, he will get a car, like two different cars to test out, and then we're basically whatever car the community likes. I believe they pick that car, and then with that car we start off stock, and then I think every race or each race will get put different parts onto it. So he's a great streamer. He's very nice and friendly, big community, and he's a nice friendly guy. So I wanted to join this race today. It was a very nice race. We were driving the Ford, very nice car to drive. Everyone was having fun, nice clean racing as it should be. So the first race that we were doing was on this track. We were doing 8 laps on this track, 11 drivers, and basically driving the Ford, little good old 4-wheel drive, very nice car to drive, and it was very, very fun. So I think we're going to be using this in the B&D series, which is going to be very nice. Like I said, it's a very, very nice car to drive. Looking forward to using this and building this up. So as we're racing at the moment, we're still on the first lap of the 8 laps. As we slowly approach near the end of the race, we have a few cars that are going wide on the turns, as I think everyone's trying to get used to this car at the moment. So with me being in currently P6, I believe I'm the only one that was in VR at the time. So you know, it was a very good race, good battle between everyone, especially myself, having a battle with a few of the guys here, as the matey in front, you know, in P6 now, as I've just lost the position there. Coming into the last couple of turns, a little bit of a tap there, as I misjudged the braking a little bit there, but not enough for it to spin out, which was quite nice. Glad I didn't, you know, hit him too hard there, as we slowly approach ending the first lap, coming into our second lap now, currently in P7. So as we approaching our next lap now, as we have some drivers slowly behind us in the slipstream, as we're coming into the first turn now. Someone's gone wide on the turn 2 there, coming into the old chicane parts now. Very nice coming up on the apexes there, keeping it very nice and clean. Trying to go for P6 right now, slowly making a gap from the drivers from behind, which is very nice. As we're slowly gaining 6th place. Are we going to go for the inside? No, we're not. We're going to hold back a little bit now, as we're slowly going in on the left side, going in on the inside on the left, taking it through into 6th place right now. Very nice, as we are gained 6th position now. I felt like when I was coming down on these sections here, I was pretty good here. I felt like I was always bad on this turn here. I was always really slow on this turn, and as I've gone very wide, I've come off track. Staying on the left hand side so the drivers can go through now. We've lost 2 positions now. We're down to P8 out of 11 drivers now. Currently on the second lap, as we come around this tight left turn, keeping it very nice there, as we're slowly coming out wide, as we're trying to get into that slipstream to gain 7th place now. So we have a few drivers at the back, as you can see on the side mirrors there, which is very, very nice. We've got 3 drivers behind us that we have to keep spacing between the drivers behind, keeping our focus on the drivers in front also, not trying to make any mistakes. Get used to the Ford as well, get used to this car. Like I said, this was a very nice car to drive. Like I said, I'm looking forward. I believe this car is going to get used in the Builder Series. So yeah, it's a very nice car as we're hitting the big old straight now, trying to get that slipstream as we go into the turn here, going up on the apex right now. Very nice into gear 4 as we slowly braking now, braking, trying to get that braking distance into here as we turn in, turn again as we end lap 2, coming into lap 3 now, trying to gain position 7, so that should be very, very nice, so which is really good. So now we're in lap 3, P8, very nice, trying to gain positions there, trying to catch up to the drivers in front now, as P7 has gone a little bit wide and he slid out as we slowly go into the inside and get past the driver without causing an accident after he's just slid out and gone into the shadow realm. He has gone. I don't know what he's done. He's done some 360s. Maybe he's trying to drift the four-wheel drive. Have no idea, but we've passed him and gone for P7 now. Very nice. Nice there. Went past him nice and cleanly there. Went through on the inside. Managed to keep it nice and safe. Which was very nice there. So now we're trying to gain P6 now. With another, I think I only see one driver behind us at the moment, which is quite close. Trying to get this corner perfected, can't quite get it. Like I said, I always feel like I was very slow on that corner. I just couldn't get the momentum on that corner. It was really annoying because later on in the video, as you can see, the driver behind me is slowly catching up. He is slowly catching up to me there. And we've still got quite a lot of laps to go. You know, it's not the end of the race yet. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm currently, like I said, in P7. P6 is slowly gaining some time. It's getting that gap built up now, which is quite mental as we're going into the next one. As P6 has gone wide, which has gave us the option to gain a bit of gap, gain a bit of time there as we get around this corner. Like I said, this car is very nice to drive. Four-wheel drive as well, very nice Ford. Looking forward to using this again. And be a part of this series. Very nice group, like I said, very nice group of people. Very good streamer. Like I say, he does B&D series, which is very good. Very good guy, very good streamer. Very friendly, even subbed to me, which is very nice of him as well. Much appreciated. There, my friend. As we are ending on the lap 3 into lap 4 now. I can see the driver behind me is still gaining time. A gap, trying to keep the gap behind me further away, so we ain't got to worry about the guy behind us. We're trying to gain 6th place here. As he was slow, the guy behind me was slowly creeping up to me. He was because I was wondering who was in P6, because in the VR you can't see who's behind you on the grid, which I think is kind of understandable because you don't want too much stuff on the screen because it gets, you won't be able to see the track. So as P8 is slowly gaining up on me now. He was just behind the back end of my bumper before, but we've managed to gain the gap a little bit again on him there. But he is behind us. He is behind us. He's letting me know that he is behind as we're really trying to gain that momentum and that speed to try and get to P6, as P8 is very, very close behind me, giving me pressure as I've come off the track again, which I've lost the P8 now, so we need to try and gain P7 back. The pressure got to me a bit there, which has caused me to go off track. We got a bit of tyre wear on as well, and fuel as well, as I don't take this corner very nice, causing me to mess up as we have another driver behind us now, so we can't miss out on too many places now, as we're nearly halfway through on the race now, as we're still on lap 4, P8, as we're going through this track right now. Like I said, great race, great track, great set of drivers, good community, very clean, very clean. All mix of drivers as well, all different mix of skill based of driving as well, which was very nice as well. But like I say, you know, I feel with racing as well, if you have people that are better than you, I would say it would help you become a better driver as well. So, you know what I mean, you can't always race drivers that you're a lot better than them. Do you know what I mean? So you won't gain anything. But the group that I was on with that night, it was very nice, very balanced. Everyone has, you know, and the thing about this streamer as well, he lets any driver skill base join as long as you drive clean, nicely, and respectfully. He is very good at letting anyone join at any skill base, which is very nice, which is good. Like I said, I was doing this race, and everyone, you know, the skill base was very nice. It was very good. It was really fun, even though the other guys are out of the way. All the people up in first, second, third, and whatnot. All the top drivers, even though they are fast, they are good. It was very nice to have this balance, this little fight between everyone, as we did gain P7 back as well, as we have 2 drivers behind us. We're in lap 5 now, trying to gain. I don't think we can see P6 yet, so I'm currently fighting for P7 now with 2 drivers behind at the moment behind me, trying to keep P7, which is not too bad on the grid right now, not too bad. So as we are slowly approaching my favourite turn that I'm not very good at, trying to go for those track limits as much as possible, trying to gain the turn down here, which is not my best turn that I was, you know, on that track for that race that I was doing to, you know, this night. As we're coming around the good old left-hand turn bend, as we can see P6 all the way out in front, just slightly there, as we're going through midway onto on our 5th lap. So like I said, we still got the drivers behind, still trying to gain that speed, still trying to gain the gap as we go through. So yeah, not too bad, keeping it nice and tight, keeping it smooth, very nice as we go through down the full straight away down here now, keeping it nice and good. Alright, now we are in lap 6 now, so we're near the end of the race now. We're coming up near to the end. We've still got a couple of laps to try and gain 6th, try and gain a place still, as we can see 6th place up in the distance there still. We've still got a shot, we've still got some laps left. Also, while trying to keep P7 as well, so we're trying to fight here now. We're trying to fight for 6th still. We're not going for the defend. We're still trying to fight. We've still got the laps to try and gain the speed, the aggression coming in on the good old Ford. Trying to get that momentum. Trying to go for 6th now. As we are going through, like I said, our beautiful turn here, but our real downfall turn is here. I was basically trying to, as going through that corner every time, I wasn't trying to hit that corner too hard now, because every time I was trying to hit that corner hard, I was going too wide to the left and coming off onto the sand every time. So just trying to keep that corner nice and slow going into it. Bit more of a earlier braking than later braking on that point. Don't forget this car is stock as well, so it ain't gonna have the best of brakes. So the braking distance is gonna have to be different as well. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this car being done up, because I think it's going to be a monster when this car is done up. I think it's going to be an absolute beast when this car is done up. Like, just stock, this car was nice to drive on Gran Turismo. It was beautiful to drive, nice to control as well. I don't know what it's going to be like when it gets done up. It could be a lot more slippier, it could be a lot more slider, it could be kickier. We don't know yet, but it was very nice to drive stock. Very nice. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to this car being done up fully. Like, as we progress through the races of the series, if this car is getting picked, which I believe it is, I'm not too sure. So I think someone's left there, or someone's gone into the pits now, as we've just gained 6th position. So I don't know. So I don't think anyone's left. I think from memory someone was in the pits. So I think that's how we gained P6. And that's another thing. The reason why you don't see the camera is because I thought I would just, when I was racing this night, I thought I'd just record it and just see what happens. And I thought, you know, because obviously I had another race after this, I thought I'd record both races. I didn't have the camera on. I thought I'd give it a go, record it, see what the outcome is, and go from there. And yeah, so I think the guy was in the pits. I'm pretty sure he might have had damaged tyres or damaged car. I'm not too sure, or he might have just gone into the pits for something else. I don't know. So we've gained 6th position there. We've gained another position there. So we're in lap 7 now. We do have a driver behind us. Can't remember what his name was, but he was slowly creeping up to me and slowly gaining on me. As well, I felt like it anyway. It felt like he was gaining on me every lap, sort of thing. On the last 2 laps, it was a very close race, but it was a good race. So it was really, really good. So we can see P5 up in front now. Are we going to be able to gain P5 as we're slowly approaching the end of lap 7? But we can see P5. Don't forget, we've got to think of the driver behind us as well. So we've got to think, are we going to defend on the last lap, or are we still going to try and go hard for P6? We're not too sure at the moment. I'm still looking behind. At the matey behind me, I was mainly concentrating on the guy that was behind me at this point, because I did feel like he was slowly gaining time on me. So I think I was mainly going for the defend at this point now. As you can see through the turns here, he's slowly, behind me now. Slowly gaining that time, and he might even get the slipstream here as well. Can't really see how far he's up behind me as I'm slowly weaving, so he doesn't get that slipstream. As we're slowly going, as now we're in the last lap now, so we're trying to keep P6 now. The concentration is keeping P6, keeping our mind on focused on P6 now, trying to not lose P6, as we can still see P5 up in front. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get to P5, but P6 is still a good result, as the driver in front, he looked like he went a bit wide out of that turn behind us there, as we can still see P5 in front, still going for it, still going, keeping the momentum. We're coming up to our corner that we do not like. Are we still going to keep the position, or is P7 going to gain P6 on us on this turn? Let's have a look here. Coming in now, braking, keeping the inside, as we come out nicely on that turn to not mess it up. He's still got the driver behind us, keeping it here, coming into the real tight turn, keeping it nice and tight for the defend, keeping it as tight as we can, as we come out wide. Coming in now, he's still behind us. P7 is still behind us. Are we going to be able to keep it is the question. We do not know yet. Come on. Coming in now. We've gained a bit of time on him, gained a bit of gap. And coming in, breaking into the corner now. Coming a bit wide. Still keeping it though, still keeping it as we slowly come out of the corner for the straight now. Straight down, ready to try and end this last lap with a P6. Are we going to be able to do it is the question. Now, coming down, fully maxing out the car's speed and gears, keeping her in. Now, go for a very early brake here, because I wanted to make sure I had this turning. I didn't want to mess up this turning here, so I went really early on the brakes there. As matey, keeping it nice and tight for the defend. Keeping it nice and tight as we come back out. I don't think he's got enough slipstream there to gain P6. And we're coming into the end now as we come out with a P6 on the first race here.